What's going on, Canes fans? We are back for another recruit interview show. I'm running it solo this time. Unfortunately, Paul had some plans, so I will be running it solo, but we have got some fantastic recruits jumping on. And to open the show, we actually have a 2023 recruit who was just on campus recently. We've got 2023 offensive tackle Clay Whedon from Carrollwood Day. How you doing, Clay?
Good, sir. How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. It's great to get to back on here. It's always fun to talk to you about this stuff. I always have a good time.
Yes, sir. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate y'all having me on here again.
Yeah, no problem, man. No problem at all. So like we said, you were just recently at Miami. How about you run us through kind of what you went through? Let the fans know what your trip was like.
Oh yeah. So this was my first trip down to Miami. Um, first, first initial impression of the school, both the university and the program. I was really impressed overall with Coach Cristobal, Coach Mirabal. Some of the biggest things that I really impressed with is the experience and the track record that their whole coaching staff brings down to Miami is elite, second to none. So that's one thing I'm really impressed with. The track record of the development from the offensive line is also a really impressive um, factor that I'm looking at too with Coach Cristobal and Coach Mirabal coaching the line. You don't get a lot of head coaches actually involved in individual drill or scrimmages. So that's also another great thing from a guy that's played in the league. He's been where I want to go. Um, so he knows what it takes to get in the league, Coach Cristobal. Whereas Coach Mirabal, he sends people left, right, center, up, and down the league. So it's kind of a good aspect you can have from two sides. One is you have a coach that knows how to get to the league. He's been where you've been where you want to be. Then you have another coach that knows how to develop players into the league, which is also another great thing to see.
I mean, you can't really ask for much more, I don't think, as an offensive line recruit. Honestly, I mean, in this day and age, especially where everyone's kind of leaning more towards the coordinators becoming head coaches and stuff like that. So to have a guy like Cristobal who does focus on the offensive line, it's got to give you a little bit of a sense of security. I would feel like.
Oh yeah. I know that obviously Coach Cristobal and Coach Mirabal have been together for a very long time. Been best friends from what I've known ever since high school. But just knowing the fact that you got such a highly reputable coach and someone that has all this knowledge and experience that he's just going to teach you and develop and you're going to learn about is something that really kind of is securing about Miami, as well as Coach Mirabal. I mean, he knows this stuff as well. I mean, just with one of the guys, Panay Sewell from Oregon a couple years ago, he's doing great in the league, and he's just 1 year into it. So the development factor is definitely there, and the vision of Coach Cristobal is definitely also there too. He's not a coach that just wants to go into a bowl game or something. He's a go big or go home type of guy, ride or die.
What did you get into while you were at Miami? What did you see?
Yeah, so I was able to see their campus. It was a real beautiful campus. Loved
Yeah.
the location. It's kind of isolated from Miami. I was thinking more it was going to be downtown, but it
Mm-hmm.
was actually its own isolated area.
Yep.
Uh, I saw the football facilities. They were also awesome. Top notch football facilities. I saw some of their offensive line meetings, how Coach Mirabal coaches in person with his own guys, their verbiage, um, trying to translate his verbiage into something I might know or my play
Yeah.
is also something I like to try and kind of like its own little game.
Yeah.
Okay, his mid zone is this. Can I learn from his verbiage to mine? That's something I really like to do. And then I also got to see him scrimmage. There's a half practice, half scrimmage day, so it was kind of getting to see the best of both worlds. Got to see Coach Mirabal, Coach Cristobal coaching them up on individual drills. Um, I got to also see him live in full pads as well, so that was also great to see. Really impressed with Zion Nelson, number 60, and then the right tackle, number 51. I believe his name's DJ.
Yeah.
They're both great in their zone. They're great in everything, but what stood out to me most was their zone play and their pass pro. Pass pro is very elite. whether that's jump setting somebody or if that's going down in their vertical sets. They're really great at both of those combinations.
That's great to hear, man, because we've had a little bit of issues in that in the past. So it's nice to hear that that's a focus again at Miami, is keeping the quarterback upright. We started to get a little bit better at that last year, but of course, just to fine tune the offensive line, it's a tough thing to do. So between the coaches that you're really getting a chance to talk with, who are you bonding with? Who are you getting to build a relationship with?
Yeah, so right now it's mainly with Coach Mirabal. He's my primary contact. I talked to Coach Cristobal a little bit too, but mainly talking with Coach Mirabal, just building a relationship with them. It's relatively early, not brand new, but it's still a growing relationship, but it is still very strong at the same time. So really excited to learn more about their program and university from Coach Mirabal and just build the relationship even furthermore.
Now, how long have you known Mirabal about, you think?
I would say I've known about him for a long time, ever since I played football. But I would say this year is probably the year that I started to know him a little more personal with him coming down to Miami.
Has there been any other coaches that you've had a chance to kind of even get to know just a little bit even?
Yeah, so Coach Mirabal is my main contact.
Yeah.
Talked to Coach Cristobal a little bit, but so far those are my main two guys that I'll usually have a conversation with, either on the phone or through text or whichever it may be.
Okay, because sometimes we have analysts and stuff like that get a hold of guys. So I was just kind of curious if those were just the two you were talking with. But that's great to hear that they have the two top guys talking with you. That's fantastic.
Definitely.
So you mentioned that you got to check out some of the football facilities. What caught your attention about the football facilities? What was so awesome?
Really, they're top notch. They're actually they might be building some new football facilities as well. To be honest, with football facilities, every Power 5 school is going to have nice ones. My biggest thing is I'm not worried about having a $50 million locker room or whatever, but rather being more functional with it. So if they give me some iron to push or pull and a good training room, locker room where I can put my knee braces and shoulder pads, helmet on, I'm good to go. But facilities were still top notch. Just not my very first concern.
Did the coaches say anything to you while you were there that really caught your attention? So did anything that really settled with you and you took home and you were like, wow, that made sense?
Most definitely. So there are several things. The biggest one is the saying, the what, the why, and the how.
Uh-huh.
So learn that from Coach Mirabal. So this can be translated into anything besides football, whether it's getting a job, still working out, doing good in school, getting good grades. What are you doing? Why are you doing it? And how are you doing it? In that specific order. So, for example, let's go mid zone. What are you doing? You're doing mid zone. Why are you doing mid zone? Maybe because of their defensive lineup. Maybe they got a weak 3 tech or a weak strong side DN. So you can more so expose them. And then the how you do it. Okay, I have left tackle base block to the 5 tech with a little bit of torque. I got a combo with the left guard and the center up to the mic. So that's definitely something you can translate in all aspects of life, for jobs as well. But that was something that was definitely I took and will definitely try and translate into everyday actions and whatnot.
Now, are you familiar with any of the current Canes that are on the team right now?
I am a little familiar with a few of them. So, like I was saying, number 51 DJ, number 60 Zion. Those are two guys that really stood out to me. I also know Leonard Taylor, one of their D tackles, number 56, I believe.
Yes.
I usually mostly just focus and look at the offensive line, but I don't know too much about skill players and all that stuff.
Totally understandable. I mean, you're there to focus on your spot. You know what I'm saying? You're not there to worry about the extra stuff. So I totally get it.
Definitely.
So, me and you, we like to talk. We talk about all kinds of outdoor stuff, and you had mentioned to me that you ran into some fishing spots while you were out there. What kind of fishing spots you run into?
Oh, yeah. So the biggest ones, I definitely have to take another trip down there just to get more in depth about the fishing. But There's some canals down there. Heard there's like some not giant tarpon, but some smaller tarpon, snook, redfish, and probably I'd say bonnet heads or black tips. Those are some real good fishing spots. I actually saw a probably roughly a 3 foot snook out there. Nothing giant, but definitely could put up a good fight, which is real fun. But I'll definitely have to get down there again just to get a little more fishing details, so to speak.
Absolutely. And we got a question here from the chat. So to ask him, what position does he want to play at the next level? Do you have an ideal position you'd like to play at in college, Clay?
Honestly, it's whatever I can help the team with the most. I am not a left tackle, left guard, right guard, center. It's whatever I can contribute to the team. Hey, this year we don't have a guy for right guard. I'll go in at right guard. Hey, this year you got to go left tackle. I go left tackle. It's whatever that benefits the team the most. My goal for college is to get developed to my highest potential and to contribute to the team in whatever way I may can. So positions don't really matter to me. I'm playing an offensive line. I don't think I'm going to be a DB or anything, so it's good to always know. But just kind of being versatile is one thing I always try and pride myself in. Is I can play all the spots on the offensive line.
Being versatile is huge right now. I mean, this day and age, dude, if you can play multiple spots and actually play them well, that's how guys start to get snaps early, you know?
Oh, yeah. Yes, sir.
So, going back to the whole outdoor aspect and some of the stuff you got to see while you were there, does stuff like that weigh into your mind when you're thinking about, hey, this might be a type of college that I'd want to be around, having access to things like, the outdoors right down the way?
It's a good question. Not a whole lot for me. My biggest things is the development that I'm going to get in there in the program that I may choose and the culture. So, say they have great fishing spots. That's great. I'm definitely going to use them, but that's not going to be something. Hey, I like College A. It has good fishing spots. College B doesn't. I'm going to pick College A because of that. That's not really something I'm going to look at.
Mm-hmm. Oh, makes sense. It's just one of those things that kind of, it adds on. It's either there or it's not, and if it's there, it's fantastic and you can take advantage of it. But like you said, you got your priorities straight. So no worries there. So what's next for Clay then, man? What do you got coming up here soon?
Well, just got spring ball rolling up April 25th. Put the helmets on, get our transition into full pads. That'll be a really good thing to get some of our younger guys and myself developed even more so, get some more reps in, both physically and mentally. But you got spring ball, and after that got summer training. I got OVs set up for June 10th. I got one for Michigan State, and then June 24th I have one for Auburn. Okay. But really, besides that, I don't have too much else planned. Just working out till get spring ball, and then start hitting some people.
Now, you love to hit people. That's for damn sure. That's something I picked up on right away. And you need that on the offensive line. You need that mentality. Speaking of that, I mean, is there any specific off-season workouts you're doing right now to help with that?
There's nothing in specific. I have my team lifts at my school, Carrollwood Day School, but I also have my own lifts and personal trainers that I work out with for agility, mobility, and power and explosion. So it really depends on the week. One week might be a strength week. One week might be a power week. One might be a deload. One might be endurance. It all kind of depends on what you're working on and achieving to do so for that season. But it's really just kind of dependent on the program that you're doing at that time.
Absolutely. So to close this one out, Clay, this will, kind of a short interview with us because we've had you on before and we've gone through the whole, what makes Clay, how you describe yourself. So we won't go into any of that this time. But what we will end this with is how was your last hog hunting trip?
It was good. Last one, what was it? I think it was in probably February was the last one. I got a hog. My dad got a hog. Nothing giant, probably 125 pounds or so. Just walked up on him. We were walking down a dirt road, trying to be relatively quiet, just kind of screwing around, really. But found him. Had my rifle. I call it the hog hammer. It's an old 45-70. But got those. Got them up. walked up probably around 20 yards away or so, and then blasted them. I always try and use my hog hammer, just like I do football. Like when I'm blocking and using the hog hammer is kind of the same thing. When I either shoot or I block, I always try and put them down in the ground.
Hey, man, dude, if that's the motto for you, just put them into the ground, put them into the turf, and that fits in football and hunting very well for you.
Oh, yeah. Yes, sir. Sure does.
Well, Clay, man, I want to thank you for taking the time to jump on here and talk to the fans to let them know about your recent visit to Miami. And we're really excited to know that you got a chance to get down there. And we're excited to know that you're looking forward to doing it again.
Oh, yeah. I really appreciate y'all having me on. Really appreciate that.
Anytime. I mean, this is an open channel for you pretty much, Clay. Anytime we need to do any updates, anytime we need to get the fan base more familiar with your recruitment, we'll bring it right back on, dude. No problems.
Awesome. That sounds great. I really appreciate it, man.
No problem. Have yourself a good night, Clay.
Yes, sir. You too. Have a good one. Bye now.
All righty, guys. That was 4-star offensive tackle Clay Whedon, from Carrollwood Day High School in Tampa. This is a big one, guys. This is one that Alabama's going after. I mean, this is one we need to definitely sit back and prioritize as a staff. But it appears now that we have our next guest jumping on right now. Right now, we have got 2023 Edge Caleb Herring from Riverdale High School in Tennessee. How you doing today, Caleb?
I'm doing great.
Man, thanks for taking the time to jump on, man. I know it's been tough for us to get the schedule worked out, but I'm glad we finally got it worked out, bro.
Yes, sir. Yeah, it's great to be here.
So what's your current height and weight right now?
Current height weight is 6'6", 213.
6'6", 213. Okay.
Yes,
okay.
sir.
What are some of these off-season workouts you're prioritizing right now to take your game to the next level?
Oh, right now, yeah, I was doing track, but then like all day, I didn't want to do that anymore. But it was track at first, and yeah, that was like to help my speed and stuff, like to get fast because I can already move well, but I just want to get faster, help improve my 40 time. Then I would say, yeah, I would. Yeah, well now I'm eating a whole lot, trying to gain, but I'm also like on the field and stuff, like maintaining weight and like keeping my speed up and stuff. And yeah, I'm also doing a pass rush with my defensive coordinator right now.
You're trying to find that balance to find the right weight, but still stay athletic, yeah?
Yeah. Is there?
Do you have any trainers that you're specifically working with?
Yeah, I work with my 707 coach and there's this program called On Top Athletics that I work with.
What about any camps? Are you going to be enrolled in any camps coming up?
Yeah, like because coaches, they really haven't like talked to me about camping for them, but they've been like trying to get me to come up for officials. Is there?
So what's going to be an ideal weight that you're going to want to hit before this senior season starts?
I'm gonna try to get to 220 before the season starts.
Dude, 220 at 6'6", that would definitely give you a nice leg up going into college, bro. For real. Yeah. So you mentioned track and that you're no longer doing that anymore. Are there other sports that you played growing up?
I was a huge baseball guy. Yeah, I played baseball all the way up until last year. And then, like, that started getting stressful. Like, I was good at it and stuff, but it played, like, mentally, it would get to me sometimes because sometimes I have a bad day. Then, yeah, I just, like, sometimes I'll just be stressed out for, like, the whole day. And then, yeah, I played basketball for a little bit. Then I stopped at that, and I did track. And, yeah, that's probably why, like, I can move so well, too.
What meets did you perform in track?
Wait, I did the 100, 4x100, 200. What else? 4x400. I was just here all over.
Okay. And Falconer X, thank you for the $1.99 super sticker donation. Much appreciated. Let's see here. So this is coming just straight from you, Caleb. What are the best traits that you feel an edge rusher can have? You know, physically, mentally, what do you feel the best traits are?
I'll say first get off, because I mean sometimes you just gotta beat the O lineman off of like out of his stance, surprise him a little bit. Then I say physicality, of course, versatility too, and I mean there's really no thinking when it comes to football. So I wouldn't bring up thinking, but just that stuff.
Now, a guy like you working on the edge with, being 6'6", being, trying to push that 220 mark, flexibility and bend is a big deal. How do you do certain training for that to keep it up?
Yeah, last year, I would kind of play like high at times. Like sometimes I almost got a targeting call one of my games. But yeah, I would say just I've been working on that this year because I'd be high at times last year. And yeah, this year I made that like one of my big things to work on. So I've been doing way better at that.
What other positions have you played in football during your football career?
Freshman year, I played receiver, running back. I played outside, middle, safety, kick return, punt return. Yeah, I was doing good at that. Then sophomore year, I played a little bit of wide receiver, like first couple of games, and then I moved up like just strictly defense sophomore year. And then this year, since I gotten bigger, they moved me to tight end, and I blocked some, but yeah, I was mainly a defensive guy, of course. And the way they used me, we played a 4-3 defense. I would blitz off the edge sometimes and drop back into coverage sometimes too.
Man, I mean, it really speaks to your athleticism. Honestly, it really speaks to your athleticism. How was this last high school season for you guys?
I would say it was great, but I'll say like at times not defense, but our offense, they would have their moments, and like we were young on our O line, so it was kind of all over the place with them. We'll have to change some guys, have guys move around. It was just young on the line, and like that kind of hurt us. But I would say we still did good. Still went 10-2. Yeah, had a great season.
Do you remember the stats you put up?
I had 66 tackles, 7 sacks, 24 TFLs, 2 interceptions, 2 forced fumbles, and 1 pass deflection.
Impressive, man. Impressive. We actually have a question here from the chat here. Have you had your 40 time yet? Your 40-yard dash?
The last time I ran a 40, it was last year. I ran a 4.47.
Dude, that's amazing.
Yes,
like straight up, dude. That's amazing. Yes, wow. There's people already in the chat here making comparisons to you and another guy we used to have, Greg Rousseau. Is one of the first round draft picks we just put out of there. So some big games this last season. The type of battles that really turn you into a better player. What games did you feel you went through last year that were just a total battle, but it helped you develop?
I would say I wouldn't say I've really had like a bad game, but I would say Blackman. It was against Blackman. That was our third game. I mainly dropped back in the coverage. Like they had me like jumping back in coverage. I was kind of getting frustrated, but then like I saw the scoreboard at halftime. It was like, because our defense we were going crazy, but yeah, the score was like, it was like 35-0. Yeah, it was like 35-0, and like that game was supposed to be close, but like everybody was doing their job, staying on top of everything, and I noticed like I played a huge impact in that because they would always look towards that main target and throw it to, and I'd be in the way. So like that really helped me mature, and then I would say after that, that's when I like really found my game, because like I really started blitzing off the edge and stuff more. I would actually try to model my game as my middle brother, but it's like as like time went by, like after that Blackman game, I found my own game, like my own way of play, and saw myself get way better. I started getting more tackles too, tackles and sacks.
Who are some of the high school coaches helping you out? Go ahead and give them a shout out.
Yeah, my my head coach. He's big with bringing the schools over and talking about me. Yeah, getting my name out there.
Good.
Yeah, his name is Will Kreisky. My defensive coordinator, his name is Coach Rail. He's Zach Rail. He's helped a lot when it comes to pass rush. He's really hands on when it comes to coaching. And I've been working with him every Monday and Wednesday with pass rush and helping with my pad level and stuff right now.
So how is this recruiting process going for you so far, man? Are you enjoying it?
Oh yeah, wait. And can I add on to this? Yeah,
Oh,
I
add
add
on.
on to the last question? My trainers, of course, Coach Job and Coach Thompson, and my 707 coach, because he really helped get my name.
We had you freeze for just a sec, Caleb.
Having trouble.
There we go.
You back?
Yep, you got me.
Yes, sir. Hold on. I think that's me because it's raining real bad down here.
And no problem. No problem.
Yeah, move downstairs. Yeah, I think it's better in here.
Okay, no problem, man.
Yeah. All right.
So,
you back.
Like I was saying, the recruiting process, and was there any other coaches you wanted to shout out first?
My trainers, of course, Coach Joe, Coach Thompson, and my 707 coach, because he really helped me get into the recruiting world. He sent my film to a lot of coaches, and it really put my name out there.
So getting into that, how is this recruiting process going for you? Are you enjoying it so far?
Yes, so I've been enjoying it a whole lot. I mean, at times, sometimes I'll catch myself getting stressed out, but I just have to learn to not get stressed out and just take it all in. Because, not too many people get this, and it's just a blessing.
What kind of relationship have you been able to form with the staff at Miami so far?
I've been talking to Coach Wright. He's still trying to get me on the phone with Coach. Wait, I forgot his name. It's Coach, the head coach.
Cristobal?
Yeah, Cristobal. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, he's been trying to get me on the phone with him, and I've been talking to Coach Wright a lot. He's trying to set up an official with him right now. So,
yeah, it'd be great to get a chance for you to talk to Cristobal. That would be awesome. Anytime we have recruits that get a chance to talk to him, they always come away blown away by the guy. They love that guy. So, what other schools then do you got showing you love right now? Not just Miami, but what other schools out there are really, really showing you a lot of love?
Yeah, he said it again. Yeah, my bad.
It's all good. What schools are showing you a lot of love besides Miami? Who's really going after you?
Right now I'd say Georgia, Tennessee, Miami, and University of Southern Cal.
Okay. Those are some nice schools to be going after you.
Yes,
What's going to be some of the biggest factors in deciding a college for you? Is it going to be development, playing time, winning culture? What's it going to be for you?
I would say coaches coach relationships, building that early. What else? I would say having a great experience on and off the field with the players and coaches, and just having a great overall college experience. And just having a school build me up to what I can be at my full potential and stuff.
You're going to be stepping in as a senior this next year for your high school team. How do you plan on showing leadership? Are you going to be vocal? Are you going to show it with your actions? What do you plan to do?
I'll say both. Yeah, being vocal and just what I do, showing the younger guys what's right to do. What else? I would say, and another thing, I would say it's actually been good that my brothers, my middle brother has early enrolled because it's really because he was really the leader of everything, leader at the school. But I would say like since he's left, like I really like taking that spot. Oh God, taking that spot in leadership, and yeah, I've really seen myself grow as a leader, grow as a person. I see myself mature a lot, and I'm enjoying it right now.
Who's your guys' biggest rival? Who's the rival school that you guys always battle with?
Oakland. Yeah, Oakland High
Okay.
School.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
What was that like the last time you guys played?
We lost 24-7. Yeah. It was a big defensive game though.
I'm familiar with Oakland. That's one of those the high schools that's kind of known nationwide. You know, they
Yes,
pump
sir.
out quite a bit of talent. So yeah, no doubt about it. No doubt. Okay, let's talk about game week film study here real quick. Okay, you're getting ready. You're sitting down in the film room and you're getting ready to identify the offensive tackles that you're going to be going against. What are some of the first things you try to identify as for weaknesses or strengths?
I would say I check. I check how they set. I see if they're high low shooters. See if they open up or just stay square. Yeah, like and going back to like if they shoot or not. Like seeing if they're like what's the word? Seeing if they're not a shooter. So like if they don't shoot or not, then I can just like go through them, like blow them up or something. Or what else? Then if they shoot and stuff, just how to like use my hands and stuff. But yeah. Yes, sir.
Who are some of your favorite players, Caleb? Who are guys you look up to get advice from?
I've really been going to my middle brother a lot for advice. Because like he's going through this. Oh, dude, that's my dog. But he's been going through this process a whole lot. Like he started out. He's been going through this like since his freshman year.
Okay.
Now he's early enrollee now. But I've been going to him for a lot of stuff. He's been telling me to like really enjoy the process because it's like this only gonna happen once, and then he's really not hard on me like coming to his school and stuff. Like, he tells me to make my own decision, like do what's best for me. I choose what's comfortable for me too. And yeah, he's been big in my recruitment. And then like I would kind of monitor my game after him, like I said earlier. But found my own game and like somebody who like if I were to choose an NFL player, it'd be Leonard Floyd because like he's long and lanky so.
That's a good one. That's a damn good comparison, actually. Very
So.
good. Describe your game, Caleb. What kind of player a college is going to be getting?
Overall, I'll say first of all, leader. They'll be getting a leader because I mean I've been like ever since I got moved up to varsity. Well, my sophomore year. I've seen myself step into a lead role. Even last year, like with my brother there, I catch myself like over like being more vocal than him at some point because like sometimes you get frustrated, then I get onto him. But it's been a leader. They'll be getting huge locker room guy, just like checking out the small like.
We froze real quick again. Hopefully he comes back here soon like last time. There we go.
All right, there you go.
There we go. All right, we got you, man.
But I'm huge on like small details, like not keeping the locker room clean, stuff like that. What else? I'll say, and like on the field, getting a vocal guy, like pointing out mistakes, getting onto myself at times because I know I mess up a lot. Like, but you can't be scared to make mistakes. You'll be getting a physical guy, not scared to work, and just a great overall player.
Well, man, I got one last question for you, and it's a question that I ask every single recruit we bring on here. Why do you love the game of football? Where do you get that passion to go out there and compete at the highest level?
I mean, I would say this is really motivation for my family. I mean, like seeing everything my mom has done for what my parents have done for me, parents, family, friends, seeing what they've done for me. Like I feel like I need to do something in return for them. And like they deserve like whatever my future is for them. That makes sense.
Yeah, no, I hear you, man. I mean, you're wanting to set up something good for you and your family, and you're going about it the right way. You're taking your academics seriously. You're paying attention to the studies aspect of it, and you're working your butt off to get better at football. I've noticed that you're always working to get better. So props to you on that, Caleb. Seriously.
Yes, sir.
Well, man, I just appreciate you giving me some time to come on here and just, you know, kind of get the fan base a little more familiar with Caleb Herring. You know, the number 6 not defensive end, but number 6 edge in the 2023 class. So it was definitely exciting to get you on here so guys could get to know how elite of a player you really are. And we plan on, you know, as the future goes on, we'll bring you back on when we got new news and that kind of stuff. But we definitely want to stay in touch with you and look forward to the future.
Yes, sir.
Sounds good. Well, Caleb, man, thank you very much. Thanks for taking the time, and we'll stay in touch.
Yes, sir. Anytime.
And we have actually got our next guest right here, ready to roll, guys. We have got 2023 offensive tackle Logan Howland out of Westfield, New Jersey. How you doing today, Logan?
Doing good. How are you?
Doing real good. Doing real good. Thanks for taking the time to jump on here and get the Canes fan base a little more familiar with you.
Absolutely.
What's your current height and weight right now?
6'7", 280.
Okay. And one of the things I keep reading about you and seeing about you is you are extremely athletic for your size, like extremely athletic. Mm-hmm. What kind of training regimen do you go through to keep that athleticism up in an elite level?
I played sports year-round. Just finished basketball season about a week or 2 months ago or so, and I'm currently in track right now. And right after track practice ends, we go as a team and we lift. So just staying consistent with working out is definitely a big part of that.
What do you perform in track?
Dude, it's my first year doing track. I'm going to do shot put this year.
Okay, right on. So flexibility is another big topic right now for kids coming up in high school. How do you work on your flexibility? Because I noticed that's part of your athleticism.
Yeah. So we do a lot of flexibility work in our gym. Just trying to stay flexible with our hips and lower body, all our levers, just being able to bend and whatnot.
Is there certain drills that really, really help you out at that?
One of the drills we do is our 90-90 switches. So we're basically on our butts, just flipping our legs back and forth, trying to keep our hips down, and that really helps with our flexibility. I don't know, opening up the hips.
Have you had your vertical measured yet?
Last time I had my vert measured was about a year ago at Rivals Combine. It was 27.5 inches. Okay. So that's the last time I remember.
How was this last high school season for you and your team?
We went undefeated, so we had a really good season. We came in this year. The guys last year didn't get to work out together at all in the off season. So we came together at the beginning of the year in summer, worked out, became really close, and that's probably one of the reasons we were undefeated is our tight knit bond together and just having trust in each other on every play.
How do you feel you progressed as the season went on? Do you feel like it was an important season for you in terms of development?
Absolutely. Last year, playing at Westfield High School, I only had 2 games due to COVID reasons. So transferring to Hun and getting that full 9-game season was really beneficial for me.
You remember how many pancakes you ended up with?
Probably around 5 or 6. Hoping to get a lot more this year.
I always like to keep track of pancakes. That shit's fun.
Yeah, for sure.
So how's this recruitment process going for you overall, Logan? You know, are you enjoying it so far?
Yeah, for sure. It was a little bit stressful at the beginning when my first offer came in, and it kind of things just started to roll in. But me and my family just learned to take it one step at a time, and it's been a really blessing so far. And we're just looking to keep it going.
Who's all showing you love right now? What teams are really reaching out and contacting you often?
I just got offered about a couple hours ago from Illinois, and I have 2 teammates there right now. They're show nothing but love towards the program and how much they love it. I'd definitely say Miami, Iowa, and Vanderbilt and Tennessee are four of the biggest schools that are probably talking to me every day.
I had seen a couple of days ago that Miami had made you a graphic on Twitter to post.
Mhm.
How's things going with your relationship with the Miami staff?
I love the staff. I got to visit them over there spring break. It was just the six of us. It was me, my brother, my dad, and then Coach Mirabal, Coach Wedin, and Coach Cristobal. And just being able to spend time with them and get to know them as people, as well as check out the facilities. It was a great experience for me.
How long have you been playing football?
I started third grade, so
Oh,
9, maybe 10 years now. It's been a while.
okay, yeah. What other positions have you played during your football career?
So we had a rule: if you were over a certain weight limit, you couldn't touch the football. So for the first 6 years of my career, I was an offensive lineman. Then high school came, and I switched to tight end. And then just this year, about 2 months ago, I switched back to tackle.
So New Jersey high school football. Get us a little more familiar about it. Who are some of the big schools in the nation in the state there?
So probably the household names that everyone talks about are Bergen Catholic, Don Bosco, and St. Peter's. But if you know a lot about football, you know that Hunt is a factory for most offensive linemen and just Power 5 and FCS players in general.
Do you feel that, at least in terms of being comparable with talent that other guys are going around the nation, do you feel New Jersey has a good amount of talent that can help you develop as a player?
Oh yeah, most definitely. We play some really good teams, and even at practice, our guys are some of the best in the state and the country. So going against them every day, it makes the games feel so much easier knowing you're going against some of the best players in the country every day.
Who's your guys' biggest rival?
This year was probably Blair, just because we played them on our senior night or so, and we crushed them. But it was a good game for us. We're gonna do it again next year.
Oh man, that's the way to do it, bro. Don't give them no breathing room. Keep your foot on their neck. You already know. What are some of the most important factors for an offensive tackle? Physically, mentally, what do you feel are some of the most important traits they can have?
Just kind of getting into the position, but I've already been talked to a bunch of coaches about just your feet, your footwork, your bend, and just be able to protect the edge, and not kind of be slow off the ball.
We got some game week film study right now, okay? And you're getting ready. Yeah. You're getting ready to identify the defensive ends, edges that you're going to be going and facing. What are some of the first things you try to find in your film study?
Well, some guys get off the ball a lot faster than others, and that's something definitely got to look out for, because if they're getting off the ball quick, it means they're either undisciplined and they're jumping in every other time, or they're really good with their snap counts and being able to get off the ball and get to the quarterback or the running back. So I'd say that's one of the biggest parts, just identifying defensive ends or tackles.
Is there anything that you really, really specifically look for in terms of things that could be maybe matchup problems for you, or things that you're wanting to work at yourself?
Being a first-year tackle, I definitely have a lot of work to work on, but I know that my athleticism going into position, being my first year, I think I'll be able to handle a lot of quicker guys, rather than most people who have played the position for a while but aren't as athletic or quick feet. So I think that's one of my strong suits, just already going in.
We actually we were very fortunate to be able to have a former Canes offensive lineman, NFL offensive lineman Eric Winston on here,
Yeah.
and he broke down the absolute importance of footwork and getting quick feet before getting to college. He said basically, he really didn't have much else to say besides master that as best as you can, because colleges will get your body right when you get there. So is there?
Sure.
How do you work on your foot speed?
Just a lot of ladder drills will help. Change of direction definitely helps too. Just side to side movement, being able to adjust on the fly, and just getting over some cones or around some cones too definitely helps.
your natural athleticism kind of makes some of these things a little easier than they would be for guys your size normally.
Yeah.
I can kind of tell. It shows,
Yeah.
definitely. I got 3 words for you here, and I'm kind of curious what they mean to you, Logan. 3 words are Miami Hurricanes football. What do those 3 words mean to you?
They're some of the best. They have one of the best traditions in the nation. Just could name countless players from the Canes in the early '90s, even the early 2000s, that are just special and in the Hall of Fame right now for a good reason. They worked their butt off in those years and kind of paid off when they won their 01 national championship.
And that's what we're looking to get back to, man. Competition breeds
Yeah.
greatness. That's what Cristobal and this staff preach. They want guys bumping heads, battling as hard. I mean, our practices are getting more and more physical. It's something that Cristobal, he's still not happy with how physical we are at practice, so he wants more and more. So that's the kind of coach he is, you know.
Yeah.
Well, I just got one question for you left here, man, and it's the question that I ask every single recruit we bring on, and it's, why do you love the game of football, Logan? Where do you get that passion to go out and compete at the highest level on a weekly basis?
It really started just when I first started playing in 3rd grade. It was more of just my friends are doing it, so why don't I do it? And then it kind of transitioned from that to, this is something that's really special and you can actually take and pursue as either a career or just a hobby in high school and college. And that's something I'm trying to do right now, is play at the next level and play the best I can, and being able to just move someone or beat the shit out of someone against their will, and you don't get in trouble for it. It's definitely another positive to the game that everyone loves.
Dude, that's funny you say that, because basically every offensive lineman I ask that question to,
Mhm.
that's part of the answer they give, is they can put hands on somebody and not get in trouble for it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love that attitude, though, bro. I love the attitude, man. Well, Logan, thank you for taking some time out here, dude, just to get the Canes fan base a little more familiar with you. I know you're a player that we are going to be hearing from more. The staff is definitely high on you. So we'll definitely be staying in touch. Anytime we need to do an update on your recruitment or anything, bring you back on for another interview, and we'll keep the fans up to date.
Yeah, so thank you so much. Great time tonight. Thank you.
No problem, Logan. Have yourself a good night.
You too.
Alrighty, Canes. There we go. Those are the 3 guys that I had scheduled for tonight. 3 wonderful, very, very good players that the staff are all high on right now. Logan Howland, while he's only a 3-star, there are talks out there that he is possibly the most athletic offensive lineman in the nation, or offensive tackle specifically in the nation. If you guys get a chance, go check out some of his film. The way he moves at his size, it's pretty amazing. It really, really is. Well, thank you, Canes fans. Thank you guys for sticking with me on this one. Paul's usually around, but Paul couldn't quite make this, so I ran the show on my own. But, man, just thank you guys so much for jumping in here, showing support, being in the chat, showing love. We can't ask for anything more than that, man. It's just, we can't ask for anything more than the fans showing us love. So thank you guys once again. This was one of our recruit interview shows. If you guys missed the earlier ones, it'll be right back up on YouTube as we're done with this. So feel free to check it out. And as always, go Canes. It's all about the U, baby.